Imagine standing on a battlefield thousands of years ago, with no more electricity, no more computers, no more modern science, and yet facing weapons and machines so advanced they would shock even people today. This is the side of history most textbooks barely touch. Ancient civilizations were not primitive. In many ways, they were terrifyingly advanced. And once you see what they were capable of, you'll never look at ancient warfare the same way again. When people think about ancient technology, they picture swords, shields, and simple tools, but the truth is far more unsettling. These were not accidents. They were deliberate, calculated creations designed to win wars, control populations, and send fear deep into the hearts of rivals. Take ancient Greece. Long before modern flamethrowers, Greek forces used something called Greek fire. This weapon burned on water. It couldn't be extinguished by normal means, and when it hit enemy ships, panic spread instantly. Imagine watching fire crawl across the sea toward you, knowing there was no more escape. That secrecy alone tells you how powerful it was. Greek fire didn't just destroy ships. Now move to ancient Rome. Rome didn't conquer the world just with numbers. It conquered with engineering. Roman roads were military technology. They allowed armies to move faster than any enemy, supply troops efficiently, and respond instantly to rebellion. Roman siege weapons like ballistae and scorpions functioned almost like early artillery, launching massive bolts with deadly accuracy. Roman legions were trained to build fortifications overnight, turning open ground into fortified strongholds before enemies could even react. This wasn't brute force, this was systemized warfare. But perhaps the most shocking ancient technologies came from the East. In ancient China, centuries before Europe understood gunpowder warfare, Chinese engineers were experimenting with explosives, rockets, and chemical weapons. Early gunpowder-based weapons were used not just for destruction but psychological warfare. The sound alone was enough to terrify opposing armies unfamiliar with such power. Imagine hearing thunder on a cleared battlefield and watching fire explode from the ground. That fear broke formations before battles even began. Ancient warfare wasn't just about killing the enemy, it was about breaking their will. The Assyrians understood this better than anyone. Their weapons were brutal, but their true innovation was psychological warfare. They documented their punishments in graphic detail, carving images into stone for everyone to see. Entire cities surrendered without a fight simply because they knew what awaited them if they resisted. Fear was their most effective weapon, and it required no more advanced machinery, only an understanding of human psychology. Then there's ancient India, where war science was deeply connected to philosophy and strategy. Texts like the Arthashastra outlined espionage, sabotage, poison warfare, and psychological manipulation with shocking clarity. Ancient Indian armies used war elephants not just as weapons, but as moving towers of terror. The sight, sound, and the sheer size of these animals caused chaos among enemy ranks. Horses panicked, soldiers fled, order collapsed. That was technology applied through biology and behavior. Even ancient Egypt, often remembered for pyramids and monuments, was a military powerhouse. Their mastery of bronze weapons, chariots, and composite bows gave them dominance over rivals for centuries. Egyptian chariots weren't just transportation, they were mobile firing platforms that allowed archers to strike quickly and retreat before enemies could respond. Speed became a weapon, mobility became power. What makes ancient technology truly shocking is how much of it was lost. The Library of Alexandria alone may have contained knowledge that could have changed the course of history forever. Advanced mathematics, mechanical devices, medical techniques, and the engineering concepts disappeared not because they were ineffective, but because civilizations collapsed, records burned, and the knowledge stopped being passed forward. Progress is not a straight line. It can move backward just as easily as it moves forward. Ancient engineers even experimented with machines that feel almost modern. The Antikythera mechanism, discovered in a shipwreck, is often described as the world's first analog computer. It could predict astronomical events with stunning accuracy. This device existed over 2,000 years ago. Let that sink in.